Denne udgave af gaming er lidt speciel. Stemmen er gået i stykker. Han skal repareres. Derfor har jeg taget over, som I måske har lagt mærke til, jeg har gjort før. Jeg er der for stemmen. One love. Stemmen. Det allerførste, vi skal se på, det er lige på hårdt. Assassin's Creed Brotherhood. Der er blevet stillet brugerspørgsmål. Det er nogle af alle jeres rigtig, rigtig gode spørgsmål. Værsgo. Vi er selvfølgelig i Rom for at se på Assassin's Creed Brotherhood. Ved siden af mig sidder Vincent, som vi altså snakket med rigtig, rigtig mange gange indtil videre. Han har taget os med til hans lille sommerresidens her i dejlig Rom. Vincent, I must say, I really appreciate your summer home.
I know. This is my Italian, secondary mansion, and we have one in Canada. We just like to travel around.
Travel a lot.
Yeah, well,
Cool. I have these user questions from our dedicated users who has a lot of questions regarding the franchise. Lucas, he would like to know, when will the third game, Assassin's Creed 3, be out, and will it be in Egypt?
This is the third game, actually. But I get that question a lot. And you know that we can't tell anyone where the next game is going to be. We like to say it's going to be set on the moon, just to dodge the question. But Egypt would be nice. I actually went to Egypt at one point. It would be nice. Why not?
You must be a lot of traveling, though, scouting locations for where the next game is going to be.
I just don't have a villa in Egypt right now, so that's why. It might be a problem.
You should get a pyramid, like sort it out.
Yeah, exactly.
Carl would like to know, will the beta be expanded with more maps?
Hard to say. The beta is really one day at a time. We have patches every day that fixes a couple of issues. I'm not at liberty to say exactly what our plans are for the beta. It's really on a daily basis.
Awesome. Christian would like to know, will there be bigger focus on Desmond in this game compared to the older ones?
Yes, well, actually, we're very proud to say that Assassin's Creed Brotherhood features the most Desmond time ever. So you'll get not only to experience a couple of events with Desmond, but also you get to play more of him as he earns more and more skills through the bleeding effect. He's becoming a more and more interesting character. So we're not at a point where we'll be playing a full 100% game with Desmond, maybe one day, but right now, this is the one that has the most of it.
Cool. And now, a female user would like to know something very private. For all the kids at home, if you're under 15, shut off the clip now. Okay. Leia would like to know, Ezio, is he wearing underwear beneath his robe?
Yes, he does. But everything else is included behind that.
And part two of our question, can she get a sneak peek?
Only if she comes to Montreal.
Nice. So Leia, that's for you. Come to Montreal, get exclusively sneak peek of what he's packing. What is he packing? Is he like hung?
He's Italian. Stallion, you know? Oh.
Snap. Cecilia would like to know, there's a book out. Why?
This is part of a broader strategy. I think that there's people that enjoy playing games, and then there's people that like to read both books, and then there's people that like both. So the books are interesting because they summarize the entire story within a couple of pages, and they actually get to have a better descriptions of the environment and of the action. So it's just a matter of taste, I guess.
Nice. I've heard that beneath this amazing place, you have a basement/grotto that will make Hugh Hefner's grotto look like a kindergarten party. Is that true?
How come you would know that?
I don't know. Can we check it out?
You have to find the glyph first.
Yes! Glyph time. That's it for now. Bye bye. Så er det blevet trailertid, og vi lægger stærkt ud med Need for Speed Hot Pursuit, hvor vi altså her har en trailer om det at være politimand.
This is Adrenaline Misfits. The battle to the bottom begins here. Choose your character. Race through multiple adventures and battle foes around every corner. Crossboarding has never been so intense.
The Oracle had foretold the demise of the Olympian gods and the destruction of Olympus. She saw that it would be brought about not by the hands of the Titans,
Gaia foretold of our salvation,
but by the hands of a mortal, a marked warrior.
This is not a wise course of action, Kratos. It was a dream.
The visions still haunt me, Athena. The visions you promised to take away. Do not pursue this path. The gods forbid it. The gods have no power over me.
You should take heed, Spartan. You will not succeed. Turn back now.
You cannot stop me. Nothing can.
After all the legends have been told, secrets still linger unseen.
Who is my father?
A Spartan stands tall for battle. You are a Spartan!
There is more to this than you could possibly know, Kratos.
Whoever controlled the marked warrior controlled the fate of Olympus.
Og nu er det blevet tid til et indslag om et af de spil, som jeg personligt glæder mig rigtig, rigtig meget til. Det er spillet Homefront.
The torpedo that sunk the Cheonan and took the lives of 46 South Korean sailors was fired by a North Korean submarine.
North Korea's weapons program continues to intensify. Now surpassed 1,000 missiles. Appeared at the UN to call for severe sanctions against North Korea. This morning comes the news of Kim Jong-il's death. North Koreans greet their new supreme leader, Kim Jong-il's son, Kim Jong-un.
Et af de spil, som vi personligt har glædet os rigtig meget til, og i hvert fald mig, det er Homefront. Manden med bind for øjnene så vi til E3, hvor vi desværre ikke nåede at komme forbi, men på Gamescom tager vi avance. Her ved står en herre, som ved rimelig meget om Homefront. So okay, my first question. Is the US begging to be taken over with all these games and movies?
Yes, of course. We want to know what it's like. We want to fight as resistance fighters and use all these cool weapons and vehicles and fight back and save our country.
So what is Homefront about?
So Homefront is great. It's a collaboration between John Milius and Chaos Studios with THQ. So John Milius, he's a writer-director behind Red Dawn, Apocalypse Now. So we have this great fiction, which is what if? What if a foreign military force was occupying the U.S.? What would it be like to be a resistance fighter and fight from Colorado all the way up to San Francisco as this band of resistance fighters throughout the whole way? So the fiction is really deep, allows you to walk around the levels and talk to people, and then go into these massive action scenes where you get to use vehicles and some drones and all kinds of cool weapons.
Have you drawn inspiration from games like Modern Warfare 2 and other shooter games?
Sure. One of the big things, like, we try to stay away from the generic military where it's a cutscene and here, go fight the oil rigs. We're much more about this fiction and this story where, as you can see through the demo, you get to walk around and have this camaraderie with this group, and then there's mistakes in the game. They're not perfect. They're not a military force, right? So they'll be going through a mission, and all of a sudden they'll make a big mistake that wipe out half your own guys, and like, oh my God, and you'll see civilian life. You'll see kids in the game. You'll see mothers, and it's much more about this kind of the civilian. Oh my God, this building that I used to know. It's the Hooters now is now taken over, and it's Korean signs on it. It's pretty wild.
What's going on?
What's going on here? They're taking over our Hooters?
Then you know hell has turned over when Hooters has been taken over.
That's correct.
우리 공화국의 통일은 남한과의 한민족을 갖고 올 것이며 경제와 산업의 발전을 갖고 올 것입니다.
Today, our beloved leader, Kim Jong-un, has united North and South Korea, forming the Greater Korean Republic.
Although costs at the pump are ready to break the dreaded $20 ceiling.
The only good communist is a dead communist!
Across the nation, civil unrest has intensified with the demise of the U.S. dollar.
This is not a retreat, nor are we abandoning our Asian allies.
Under threat of annihilation by the Greater Korean Republic, Japan has surrendered.
So, okay, is Korea the new Russia when it comes to enemies?
You know, North Korea is a good enemy because they're so unpredictable. Like, what? What did they say? They're going to really do that? Oh, my God. So they are a really good enemy in the game. And actually, when we designed it years ago, you know, they've actually got progressively worse since then, right? More and more unpredictable. So they show that they're a good enemy.
And I know that you can exclusively tell us about the multiplayer part.
Nope. No, but it is going to be infantry and vehicle warfare, big. Some stuff you've seen from Chaos Studios. But we've got some good, big plans there, and we can't wait to talk about it soon.
When will people be able to play it?
Early 2011.
Is now in effect. Excessive force will be used.
Hours after the president ordered a freeze on bank withdrawals.
We don't know what we'll get our next meal from.
Korea's annexation continues to spread despite the... Today, the Greater Korean Republic launched their latest communication satellite, claiming it will bring a message of peace to the entire world.
Trailer-tid. Endnu en gang er det blevet trailer-tid, og nu skal vi se blandt andet noget Dead Rising 2, hvor der altså er fokus på skillpacken til sportsfanen. børnetid. Vi har nemlig vores unge reporter Toge, som har været et smut i Tivoli. Prøv at se, hvordan det gik lige her.
Pixel TV. TV, der spiller.
Hej og velkommen til Pixel TV for børn. I dag er vi taget i Tivoli for at kigge på nogle familiespil fra Electronic Arts. NHL Slapshot, tænker jeg, har været rigtig, rigtig godt til at spille 2 på. Super skægt. Og så bliver man rigtig, rigtig hurtig. Vender man sig hurtigt til det, og selvom man ikke kender de originale regler til selve ishockey-spillet, så er det faktisk rigtig nemt at gå til. Monopoly-spillet er rigtig, rigtig, rigtig sjovt. Til at bare spille med sin ven, eller til at spille med hele familien. Det synes jeg er rigtig fantastisk, at man kan gøre. Man kender reglerne i forvejen, og derfor gør det jo selvfølgelig også noget. Og det er jo ikke ligefrem Counter-Strike, som farmor og mormor de sætter sig ned og spiller. Så derfor er det meget rart, at man kan have et spil, som alle kan spille. Hvis man er Harry Potter-fan, så er det ret blæret at kunne have selve spillet, så man selv kan kaste magierne. Farvel og tak, og jeg ser meget frem til NHL. Og mere Pixel TV for børn.
Og nu får I sidste omgang trailers. Vi lægger ud med Sonic Freeriders.
I moved out to California to act 7 years ago when I was 12. I moved out here with my mom. I've been really fortunate so far. I'm about to start my 3rd series.
Trippy, you're gonna have to hurry.
I can't hurry. This thing's hard to crack. It's got a defense system locked into it.
I've never had any kind of experience like this, and it's all so new. Every day is like, oh, we're building this, we're doing this, da 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 da. So this whole thing has been incredible. The basic principles of what you're doing are still there, and once you get into a scene, you're in it with that person. But early on in the first couple days, Andy told me that mocap acting is a bit more like theater acting because your facial expressions do have to be so pronounced. You really have to focus on the movement. I mean, effectively, you're animating a character that, is not endowed with all of the range of motion that Lindsay is. You know what I mean? And you have to really make sure that all of that plays, and there's like a particular stance that they always take, and you have to be very body aware, obviously. And you really are able to build the character from her physical movements as well, which has been really fun. Your whole goal is the gameplay, but we tried to really bring that dramatic element in every single scene so that the tension would be very real between them and the emotion would be very real. You get so hot in that suit even after you've been doing the smallest amount of movement.
Okay, I'm gonna need a few minutes to grab this.
You know, you're running around for these big chase scenes and your adrenaline is up and you're getting shot at and you have to be really, you know, in it. And you just get done and you're like, oh, I don't know what I'm gonna do.
Det var gaming for denne her gang. Spillet, der kører bag mig, det er det, jeg skal sidde og spille lige om et øjeblik. Det er Fallout New Vegas. Et spil, som jeg faktisk har glædet mig ufattelig meget til. Så det var alt gaming for denne her gang. Husk at se med næste fredag. Husk at blive opdateret på pixel.tv med de nyeste spilnyheder. Toge? Nej, Toge, nu sat med. Det er du ikke gammel nok til.
Pixel TV.